The STARS program, incorporating that into your classroom, why wouldn't you? It's simple, it's complete, there's answers, there's real-world experience, it's fun. I learn every time I use it. For the last 4 years that I've used it, I've learned something every year, and looking forward to using it next year and in the next class.
I would recommend the program to other high school students because it helps them in the future even if they don't choose to go to college. And if they do, they can use their understanding of it afterwards to be financially sound for the rest of their life.
InvestEd STARS is a supplemental project created to enhance existing curriculum, and it may also be implemented in organizations. STARS is for all students in grades 9 through 12 who plan to have an income in their future, all curriculum areas, and all academic levels. Each student can benefit from this information. Every school in the state where grades 9 through 12 are taught is invited and encouraged to offer this information to its students.
The program has definitely affected how I make choices financially now, and that I'm not just going into something not knowing what it is. I do research on it, and I decide, is that something I might want to invest in?
I want to teach the program because of the change that I see in my students. They are understanding that they are responsible for their finances, for their future, and they are educated, and they are confident, and they are able to take care of themselves and their future needs.
This program has really made me more goal-oriented. I have gotten better about making goals for myself, whether it be academic, athletic, or financial matters.
STARS is unique in two major ways. Our program requires students to write a report, and it teaches securities fraud awareness and prevention. Numerous stock market programs exist, but none requires a student to write a report or teaches securities fraud awareness and prevention. We believe any student who has or is going to have a source of income needs to learn how to manage and to protect that money.
Constantly when I look into different websites of businesses, I'm looking at the address bar to make sure it's true. Then I go back and research that company, make sure it's a good one, and see if it's actually got good history, solid history.
The aspect that I'm using through this program is the importance of budgeting and saving money. I'll be turning 16 in March, and right now I'm saving for a truck.
I have a Roth IRA going right now, and it's going into its second year, so I'll be able to get money out of it soon, but I'm just going to continue to put money back.
I created a budget since I have a job, and it depends on how much I make each week, and a certain amount of it goes back into savings, and then I'll use the rest for whatever I need that week.
If a student is going to have a source of income, the student needs to learn how to manage and how to protect that money. That's what STARS is all about. It is extremely important for teachers to understand that they are not expected to be subject matter experts. Teachers are facilitators. At the training workshops, teachers are taught how to facilitate the implementation of our project.
What attracted me to the InvestEd STARS program is that it was a financial program that taught students how to invest their money. I attended a spring workshop and was so motivated that I decided to go ahead and start immediately with my students in the third trimester of the program.
The flexibility of the STARS program has allowed us to be statewide in all the schools in a various amount of subject areas and after-school programs, evening programs, club programs, even in special ed and other programs. that aspect allows us to get out in front of more students in many different ways and hopefully has a positive effect on their financial decisions in the future.
As a former teacher, I understand the heavy demands of certain curriculums and administration. This program will work for any subject, any curriculum, or any amount of time you have. The program works for math teachers looking for real-world applications, history teachers looking to discuss current events, English teachers wanting an interesting topic for a research paper, or those charged with teaching financial literacy. The list really goes on.
The long-term value for my students is that they are looking forward now to the future. They are actually looking at different types of investments. They are looking at different types of ways that they can diversify some of their investments, including savings, stocks, bonds, and other type of items that they want to invest in.
They're learning the basics right now, but as they get jobs and as time goes on and they have a better understanding of it going into their futures, that it will help them trying to decide what to invest, how to invest, when they need to start investing, and what that means long term for their retirement, because essentially that's what you're wanting to accomplish with investing.
The greatest strength of the STARS program versus the other type of high school programs are the emphasis that we place on educating teachers. In order to have an effective classroom subject, you have to get the teachers involved, give them the depth of understanding of the subject, as well as the support to meet new ideas as they develop in the classroom. And that, to me, is a distinguishing factor of the STARS program, as well as the process that we put the students through.
The cost is zero. Everything about our program is free. STARS is made possible by the Oklahoma Securities Commission and is produced by the University of Oklahoma Outreach. It aligns with Oklahoma's past standards and will align with the Common Core standards. The State Department of Education recognizes InvestEd STARS as a resource for House Bill 1476. However, STARS originated in July 2005, 2 years before House Bill 1476 was signed into law. Our program is for all high school teachers of students in grades 9 through 12, not just those teachers designated by their districts to teach the House Bill requirements. House Bill 1476 is a state mandate requiring schools to teach personal finance objectives, 14 at this time. Effective 2008-2009 school year, House Bill 1476 required school districts to provide personal financial literacy instruction to students in grades 7 through 12. Effective 2014, high school seniors must fulfill established requirements to graduate from high school in Oklahoma.
The greatest success of our program to date, it motivates students. The million-dollar question, pondered for years by the educational system, is what motivates students? My one-word response to that question, after years of experience as a high school teacher, is relevance. Relevance motivates students.
The STARS program has definitely helped me when it comes to decision making, because before I was very indecisive about what to do, but now I'm definitely more focused on what needs to be done and how it needs to be done.
You have, to invest for your future. You have to support yourself. So with this program, you were able to learn how to better do that by investing your money.
I now realize that taking the right steps can help you achieve goals faster and more efficiently and help you with everyday problems and create better solutions in the long run.
The program helped me understand that if I logically and not only responsibly approach such like goal making or problem solving, I could really do anything. Because, well, if you break it down into certain parts, like the STARS program showed me, take it slow and easy, but at the same time challenge myself, I could do almost anything that I set my mind to.
I know several former students that apply these principles. The one story that I like to tell is of a high school senior that had enough requirements completed that he could go on work study and just come to class a half a day. And as a senior, he was invested in the financial literacy class and went to work in the oil field. And one of the first things he did, he came back bringing the paperwork to talk to me about a 401k. And he was adamant that he wanted to put the maximum he could in at this point in time and take advantage of matching funds. And so we see that a lot in different students. We see them coming back and talking about being aware of CDs and investment rates and time value of money.
Well, one, it's a quality program. You couldn't ask for better people running it. If you have any questions or you need help, they're great to work with. And the kids are motivated to, what's this going to do for me today? How's it going to affect me now? Okay, you want me to learn this material, but why should I? Well, I can tell them that it's going to make them more well off in the future. It'll keep them from making mistakes financially that could hurt them.
I've chosen to continue to implement the STARS program in my classroom because I believe that every student needs to understand how the economic system functions. And the STARS program shows them how the stock market works and how investments work, and they can apply this knowledge to their life. And so I continue to teach or train my students in the STARS program so they can be successful later on in life.
The required report that students write at the end of the STARS project goes far beyond who had the largest value in their portfolio. We push students to the highest level of learning, which is critically thinking about how they did their research and why they made their portfolio decisions.
I feel the program has raised awareness not only in, I came into the class with some knowledge of the stock market and investing, but I think it also turned, I got more involved in government politics.
Receiving the reports at the end of the semester is a very valuable and rewarding part of the program. The report truly allows us to see the important impact the program has had on students' lives. They speak to their increased awarenesses regarding the stock market, fraud, and overall money management. Students make connections from the hands-on learning experience with their current situations, their futures, and the overall economy.
My students own the project, and to lesser degrees or more degrees, some will own it. But they have to own it, and they realize, they watch the news, and they see that it does affect them. As young adults, they're going to have to go out and deal with this. And I have seen them develop critical thinking skills and critical problem-solving skills that they didn't have before they started thinking about their financial future, short-term and long-term.
In the short term, many of the students, once they participate in the program, actually ask before the end of the class if I can help them set up an investment account. I've helped many of those kids, with their parents included, set up an account, make their first purchases, and that's really exciting for them. And it's exciting for the parents too. For those parents that already do invest, it opens up that dialogue between them and their child for the first time. I always am amazed at the kids that come bouncing in the next day going, Miss Seifert, guess what? My mom and dad have a 401k, and then they'll talk about, what's in it and how long they've had it and how surprised they are. So for the kids, it just opens up a dialogue between them and their parents.
The memorable moments to me about the STARS program come, first of all, in reading the reports that the students write that are submitted to us for review. I find that they get it. The teaching methods that make the program distinctive seem to seep through at all levels of the report writing and reflect back the goals that we had in trying to teach the subject to these people. Another heartwarming thing is the way the students remain in contact with their teachers after they've left high school, and how they continue to use what they've learned as a life skill in their early adulthood life. Another thing I like about the program is how the students tend to involve their parents, or from the information I get. They will take home their lessons and share them with their parents, and then that establishes contact between the teacher, the student, and the parent.
I continue to use STARS in my classroom because it's simple. It's cut and dry. It's laid out for you. If I ever have a question, all I have to do is pick up the phone and call, send an email, and usually by the time I get the last digit dialed, the phone's answered, I have an answer, and I'm ready to go right back to class and start teaching or answer a student's question. The developers of STARS program has been, again, phenomenal, great support. The curriculum that's lined out with the stock market is very simple. It's self-explanatory. You just can't say enough about the STARS program. Using InvestEd in the classroom, it makes life easy.
One of the things that strikes me most about the STARS program is the teachers involved in it. During our training sessions, I've never seen a more passionate bunch of teachers in my life, and I've been in the classroom at the high school level. The teachers are the key element that bring the program together and create the success that we have. They are so involved in the classroom, and each and every year they seem somehow to raise the bar and go to the next level, which is an incredible, outstanding improvement in our program.
Another success story is tremendous. A 21-year-old, he's gone and he owns his own airplane. I mean, what more can you say there? Just the being able to own your own airplane, save up, invest. He and I invested together, almost competitively, just to see, how it was going to work.
The STARS program really gave me the confidence and knowledge to invest money and manage it, so I kind of knew where I was going and how to do well with my stocks and everything, and it really just gave me that boost. And now I'm a lot more confident because I'm going to college this next year, and I feel like I won't have to depend on my parents as much because I do have that knowledge from this program. And I did have to participate, and I'm just really glad that I got to participate in it because it did help me a lot.
Traditional pensions are history. Who knows if Social Security will be available when today's students are ready to retire? And if so, will it be sufficient? Will inflation exist? Is securities fraud going away? Students are going to be responsible for their financial futures. Who is going to teach them? Who's going to raise their awarenesses? Education is key.
The two things that really caught my eye while participating in the STARS program is the time value of money and the power of compound interest. You want to invest $1 today because if you have $1 today, you have the opportunity to accumulate interest. If you receive $1, say 10 years from now, you have $1. But if you invest $1 today, you have that interest building up for 10 years, so you accumulate more money over the same amount of time. So that's the compound interest is what does this.
The most important part of my job is teacher support. My job is to make implementing this program as easy and stress-free as possible for you. Teachers are among the busiest and most dedicated professionals. We work hard to make sure you have the support you need.
I love America. I believe that America is still the land of opportunity. And I believe that the STARS program is one of the best vehicles to allow our students to become financially successful in America.
One thought I'd like to leave the audience with today is if you don't currently have the InvestEd program or STARS at your school, I recommend that you get in contact with the InvestEd staff via internet or workshop to give the students at your school the opportunity to have a better future.
On behalf of InvestEd, thank you for your serious consideration. We would love to have you attend our next teacher training workshop. Please visit our website and feel free to contact us with any questions. Thank you.